Alrighty, Tracy. It has been great chatting with you off camera here. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing fantastic.
Amazing to hear. Now, Tracy, we had a great conversation off camera once again, but I want to go ahead and really jump into this interview. So, if you don't mind, Tracy, tell me a little bit about your professional experience and we'll simply go from there.
Sure. So I have over 30 years of professional experience in varying fields. I've always loved what I do, no matter which field I'm in. For me, it's my passion, right? When you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. I've always tried to elevate myself, no matter what organization I'm in. It's just learning the organization, the needs, and how I can make things better, right, on the daily and for the long term of the company.
Absolutely. And that was a beautiful introduction to your professional career here. Now, Tracy, I have your resume pulled up and your resume truly speaks for itself. So I kind of want to go down a few titles that you have worked in. So the latest being a human resources manager over at the Humane Society of Vero, worked as a head of recruitment and HR manager. You worked as a senior talent acquisition, project manager, construction coordinator, and so on. So, in your resume, I can see the progression and the growth, all of which it's definitely a people first approach and people first position. So, that in itself speaks highly about you. Now, as far as your most previous role being the human resource manager, if you don't mind, tell me a little bit about what your day looked like.
Sure. So at the Humane Society, which I was there for a few months, when I got into the role, everyone was new. The entire senior leadership was new. The organization, because of the field, it's a very high turnover. So my CEO at that time, when she hired me, I said to her, let's just work together, right? Together we can be really successful. Um, what I did was I interviewed every manager for every department in all three locations. And I said, what are your basic immediate needs? They let me know that immediately. And then I just got to work. I filled the immediate needs role immediately within the first 4 weeks, and the staff is still there. What I normally do, again, it's that connecting, right? I do a 1 week check in, I do a 30-day check in at times when you need that mental break from your daily duty. I just walk around and chat with the staff. It's like, what can I do as your HR manager to make your day better, what your needs are? And just having that little personal touch really helped and turned it around from it being, staff leaving constantly to, okay, I want to stay, right? I have now leadership that's supporting me. And I have staff now stayed. I've people have wanting to leave and they decided they're going to stay because they saw the direction we were going in.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you were able to streamline something so beautiful there. And it really shows with the retention, right? Like you mentioned, people were coming and going. The turnover was not the best to where now it's you have people wanting to leave and they don't go ultimately. So that shows the effort that you put forth in that position and it's shined through that. Now, I see in your resume as well, you've done a little bit of pay freeze on you.
Yes, you're back.
So sorry. My apologies for that. I also see within that role, you did a little bit of payroll as well.
Yes. Going back to the retention, when I started, it was 46 employees. And when I left, I got us to 72. When I also started, there was a lot of things that was outdated, 10 years or plus. Their payroll system was outdated. It was three different softwares that took me 10 hours to do payroll. I then spoke to the board of 18 board members and got all 18 approved to move to a different payroll company. which now it was cheaper. I saved them $18,000, and payroll took me only 3 hours to do. And the staff was very happy because I onboarded them within 24 hours. All 72 staff members. It's a lot of work. And again, it goes back to my passion, right? When you're passionate about something for your daily job duties and the organization, it wouldn't feel like work.
Absolutely. That's completely correct. And thank you for sharing that, Tracey. I want to go down the line as well because you have a few years of experience when it comes down to talent acquisition and recruitment. Tell me about your experience with that as well.
So I wasn't a people person, but I've become a people person. Again, it is just having that great listening skills, right? And listening to someone that says, this is why I'm applying to this job, and this is what I can bring to the job, and where I see myself beyond 30 days, right? And why I want to be here for the company. We all need to work, right? But it's that slightly extra over the rainbow kind of thing where they bring who they are to the company.
Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing is I think the way someone speaks tells you about what they're able to bring to the table, about who they are ultimately, and how they can be an asset to the company. So I definitely believe in communication and even listening skills is major in really any role, nonetheless, especially recruitment role. Now, Tracey, you worked in a few roles as well. So if you don't mind telling me a little bit about your experience when it comes down to working with a few systems and what systems you've utilized.
I've used several. Are you referring to the ATS systems?
Yep, it can be either or your ATS, either CRM system like a Google or Microsoft at all.
Yeah. I love technology. I'm a secret nerd. For me, it normally takes 3 to 5 days to learn or master any program. I became the subject matter expert at Delta with Avature. I've never used Avature before. During onboarding, I helped 26 staff members on my team to learn the system. When I first learned it, it was an 8-hour PowerPoint presentation. I got it down to 2 hours, just of really the bullet points. And I kind of restructure everything within that 2 hours where it catered to us as talent acquisition, specifically what we needed. And then the other chunk of time, it was really for the manager side. So my supervisor at the time, again, that's where my project management comes in. I told her I'm willing to take on that project and decipher and separate it to cater to the two different fields, right? So I'm not shy in jumping in and learning something new and mastering it and then sharing that knowledge. I firmly believe in cross-training and helping others be their best self.
Absolutely. And sounds like that's what you've been able to do in a few of your roles is just that is streamlining the process for all for a better environment ultimately. So Tracey, it's been truly amazing chatting with you. My one last question is how soon were you looking to start a new position?
So I'm looking to start within a week or two.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. Now, Tracey, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this interview here. Again, it truly has been a pleasure speaking to you and getting to know your professional experience a bit more. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this recording up, but please don't hang up on me. I want to continue chatting with you super quickly. Thank you.